Ekpa have finally been vindicated how he has defeated Nigeria, how he has conquered Nigeria. Nigeria are the one always go in the front thinking that they can bribe everyone and believing that with their bribe, as they are paving way in Nigeria here, that is how they will pave way in other nations. But they don't know that other nations have outgrown the level of that kind of bribe, because what they are looking at is integrity, not to buy what? Bribe. See, listen and listen good. What you see today in the court is something that I have earlier said, that it is always be like that. Even like when Mazen Namdekano case started, I told you people that Nigeria go tire, that Ekpa is going to win. Mazen Namdekano is going. People don't believe it. But today, in Nigeria here, you can see how Nigeria have dropped their case charges, terrorism charges against Mazen Namdekano. Look at what is happening in Finland today. See how on somebody, Ekpa have finally been vindicated, how he has defeated Nigeria, how he has conquered Nigeria, how he has, see, they are saying they have 50 evidence for those that say they have only 50 evidence. But Ekpa is having over 1 million evidence, and he's still getting updates of what is happening, which himself is not involved. And Nigeria know this, and the Finnish government know this. Do you think you are talking to children? Finnish government have advanced to the level of which you cannot tell them what to do, because the legacy of their country, the legacy of their image has to be what? Kept intact. They have to keep it intact, because if you deceive them today and mess their legacy up, what about tomorrow? It will be an leech upon them, a shame to them for years to come, because the people will be reminding them of it. So they have to play along with Nigeria to make sure that what they are saying. Remember that the UK hand is involved too. So they want to clear EU, clear UN, and prove their conviction in Nigeria that their hand is not in support of what Mazen Ekpa is doing, and at the same time that the world too should see either Ekpa being their citizen is not as a terrorist as Nigeria regards him to be, or as Nigeria has placed him before the world, before the international body. That is what they are proving, and that is why they say, okay, let's go to court. And funny enough, they invited Nigeria in so many occasions. Nigeria couldn't appear. Look at the last time they appeared, they did not even appear as in these ones are representing Nigeria. They appear with a bunch of elements that they paid to come and bear false witness, which they appeared to. You can see somebody like Mokede, you see Carlo, you see Pastor Uche, those ones appear. That's the three that first appear. But after they testify against their brother, against their blood, there was what we call cross-examination. And in the cross-examination, you saw what happened. They were seriously and immensely messed up in the court, which led the Finnish government judge say to them, give them a serious warning, that if you are not sure of what you are coming to bear witness of, please don't appear here with this kind of fallacy, with this kind of, because for you to bear witness of something, you must witness it, you must be able to defend it. And whereby you cannot defend it, to show that Nigeria have paid you to come and bear that false witness, that your witnesses is a false, it's not true, and it's not genuine. That's what it means. Because there are some questions that they will ask you, except it takes a genuine person to do what? To grab it. And you can only be bold to speak about what you know than what you are paid to witness. You don't know anything. You will only be speaking in the angle that you are being told or asked to answer. Of which a question can come in another angle, not that very angle. So if you don't have one, and from there they will catch you. But if you witness you will continue to speak it the way it is, even when you are being asked in another angle. Are you hearing me? So, and that is why today Nigeria, after that, the next two that are supposed to come and witness, because of that shunning from the judge, the two could not appear again. Is it not the interior minister that appeared in person? Tunde Ojo that appeared. Look at him. Did he offer anything? Who asked him? Who interviewed him? Was he given an opportunity? He was asked to stay outside. They placed him to where he belongs. He has a see. This case is a case of who matters and the class. So it's not in the class of those people. That is why they placed him where he belongs to. See, in every ocean, in every water, they always have the huge fish. In an ocean where you have something like a shark and and the whales, you don't expect ordinary kote to go there. They will turn or ordinary titles to go there. If they should go there, they will use them as meat and they will eat them up. So salmon akpan is a huge fish. So he has eaten Nigeria up before the cut of the finish line. He has eaten Nigeria up. He has finished Nigeria. Just as Mazen Nnamdi Kanu finished Nigeria with Nigerian court of law inside Nigeria here. He has finished everything. Are you hearing me? He has everything is done and dusted. Look at the update. Look at what the judges finally come up with. See, I have told Nigeria to withdraw the case. I've told Nigeria not to pursue this case because you are pursuing a case that you are going to fail. And had it been in Nigeria here, that would have been better. That would have been somehow fair in favor of Nigeria. But this case is not here in Nigeria. It's in the Finland, a foreign nation. So Trump, is involved, is interested. In this case, Netanyahu is interested. Many countries are interested and their eye is on this very one. And you can see that even the airspace, the internet space of the Finnish government, people are watching it. As they, in the court there, everything that is going on in the court, they are following it up. So they have to play according to the constitution, according to their law, and they have to play with caution so that they will not tarnish their image. And it was seriously all over the place being televised. You know, they wanted to wear masks like in Nigeria here. They said, no, you can't wear masks in our place. That is to tell you they are principled and policed nation.
So with the three witnesses, do you think that they will be regretting now?
Of course.
After Ekpa, finally gets freedom today.
That one is normal. That one is a normal thing. That one is a normal thing. They have to regret. No, they have to regret it because they're forehand. They're forehand. They're forehand. They're seriously forehand. Look at the cross-examination. So it's a slap and it's a mess. And moreover, their face was clearly open, exposed both on internet all over the world.
But
so it's a public shame.
But Ekpa was so confident because he told the judge, he said, he will continue to keep fighting for Biafra.
Of course, it's not a crime.
He said he will confident.
Yes, he will continue to defend his land because defending your land is not a crime. You, the Finnish government, how did you achieve your own? You rise up to defend your place. You rise up and defend your people. You rise up to fight for your people. Then they say this guy is a banditry or is a terrorist. Ever since the whole mass, Salmon Ekpa, at least Finnish government, they are human. They have common sense. Ever since you hold this man, the killing that was going on, which he was accused of, did he stop? That should be the number one question. Did he stop? And the answer is no. Rather, the thing continued. Even in fact, the thing increased. So with this, it's a clear evidence that this young man, was innocent of the allegation or the accusation which Nigeria accused him or what they have leveled against him. Because they are getting updates on a daily basis on what is happening in the whole federation.
Okay, but Ekpa also told the judge, in the last court sitting that Biafra is no longer agitating, but they are seeking diplomatic ties with different nations.
Biafra is agitating. Biafra is agitating.
They come past that stage.
No.
In the stage
what do you understand by the word agitation? So far, you are still pressing button of you, of your self-determination. You are still agitating. Once you are still negotiating, pressing button with the nations and the people that matters, that you want to be on your own, you want to stand on your own, and you want to be self-independent, you want to start to rule yourself, definitely you are agitating. The struggle still goes on. The only thing he's trying to say is this, that they want to enter another diplomatic system of agitation, not on the usual system which Nigeria and every other person believe. So you want to change the system now and follow it in, follow the diplomatic system of it. That is what he is trying to say. Yeah, that is what he's trying to say, and that is the next level.
How come no arrest has been made? I expect there should be arrests of those criminals.
Governor Sule lamented over the tragic loss of lives and widespread destruction across affected communities in Benue State.
Because as at that time, they were enriched with the groundnut. They intend to pull out of this country called Nigeria. As at that time, the British now say to them, promise them that they should not pull out.
Or, and tag them that they were the one involved. What's your take as a guy?
Yeah, I remember I almost said that Biafran evangelist, listen to me, my beloved brother. Let us tell ourselves the truth. One thing, and that is the problem of this country, that whenever the thief then go parade another people, and tag them a thief. See, the people that commit that atrocity in Benue can never be laid hold on. Nigerian police can never lay hand on them.
Yeah, because they are bandits or they are full.
Listen and listen good. Take it or you leave it.
They cannot be caught or because of their influence.
Nigeria can never lay hand on them.
That's even though they know them or what?
I repeat again. IG can never lay hand on them. They are above him. It's like you don't understand the system of this government, what is going on in Nigeria. I do tell people that you see these Fulanis, Baba, who are the people giving them gun? Is it not the same people that call themselves the Nigerian politician government? How can there is an adage my people say, when your father send you to go and see, then you will use leg and break the door. That is what the Fulanis are doing. And that is why Nigerian government cannot do anything. See, IG, see, touch. You see all those people that they said, but first and foremost, please, did you actually see anybody? Did they actually lay hand on anybody? Hold anybody? If there is any video, any concrete evidence to this, please, that means these people are innocent people. I could remember back in the years when Nigerian police used to use Danfo to raid me. I will be walking on the street like this, they will come and force me to enter motor. Nigerian police. Yes.
You must have done something wrong.
Baba, I am telling you before man and God, I will be walking on the road, capital, just
innocently.
Innocently. I know in 2004, 2003, do you know how much I have spent in burying myself in area G? I'm not telling you something.
You must have done something.
Baba, I did not do anything. I carry my bag. Let me tell you, I was into phone business as at that time. I was into phone business. Thank God, the last one they even arrested me. They arrested me with my tools, with the charger, so the iron, with spirits, with many. All those rishi, as engineer now, with some empty phones that have, changed the cover, empty cover, as an evidence. When they throw it at Area G, back of Area G, there, they started laughing. I said, that is what I do for a living. Somebody called me at Mobi bus stop. One man, the retired commandant, I went to his place. He's from Benin, he's an Asian man. I went to his place to collect his phone. This is the phone I went to collect to go and fix for him. Then they raided me, Nigerian police. So I don't trust. I have seen many things. I've suffered many things in Nigerian police hand. So I don't think there is anything that they will come now that will begin to tell me that you expect me to believe. Anything is possible once Nigerian police is concerned.
So you don't believe they caught those 20?
They cannot lay hand on them. If they shoot the innocent people, then go lay hand. That is Nigeria for you.
Are you saying that the Nigerian police don't have the capability or the ability?
I said they don't have.
Because the president instructed them to make sure they brought these people to justice.
Them. Is it today that president instructed them? But I leave that thing. Okay, let me tell you this. If we say that they have the capability or the ability to lay hand on them or lay hold on them, Tuji Bello, how far? Why is it that Tuji Bello is still parading, giving instruction, issuing instruction, and telling people how much they will pay every month?
In the village now in Zamfara.
In the village now, they are paying him levy. They are paying him monthly salary, you know. They are paying. Yeah, many people have over 5,000 don't come up from their village in Zamfara State because of Tuji Bello. The tax that is collecting from them. Let them go and arrest him now if they can lay hand on them. Baba, this is a scam. It's a political statement.
They are mocking the Nigerian police that let them parade these 28 persons that they claim
in Benue State. Of course, let them parade them. Don't be surprised that we go and bribe some streety boys. You understand? Bribe boys in the street, carry them, let them come out to parade them in the name so they do their job. Without they not do anything. They just carry them, go station. After camera come out to them, oh, camera, they go in a place. Not be Nigeria with it. The Nigerian police. Forget that thing.
Above the law. Or is it that Nigeria don't have the technology?
Nigeria Fulanis, hello, excuse me. Fulanis are not above the law. But Nigerians have made Fulanis to be above them. You can see Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What is it doing? Nothing. See the killing is all over. You know, personally. But when they kill Fulani, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is afraid of Fulani. Baba, take it or you leave it. He's afraid of them. Because now I will tell you the reason. The reason is that the British hand over power to them in 1959. To the Fulani. Yes. I will give you. Go and search Herr Smith, a man called Herr Smith. Go and check his profile, his speech currently now, his confession. He said he visited Nigeria in 1955, Lagos to be precise, where he served as a labor senior officer. In 1956, the Hausas, because as at that time they were enriched with the groundnut, they intend to pull out of this country called Nigeria. As at that time, the British now say to them, promise them that they should not pull out, that they doesn't want them to divide the country, that they want them to remain together, but with a promise, and that promise was that they are going to hand over power to them, of which they did, they fulfill it, regarding the fact that the Fulanis, that's the Hausas, are what? Royal to them when they came. They are 100% royal to them. Remember when they came to Nigeria, they were successfully in the north, 100%. They are 70% successful in the west, but in the eastern region, they fell woefully. Do you understand? So, and this thing happened in 1959, when the first election was conducted here in Nigeria, being monitored by the British, which this man called Smith was one of the British Labour partner who conducted that election. And what happened? Nnamdi Azikiwe won the election, but it was rigged in favor of the Fulanis that brought Tafawa Balewa as the prime minister as at that time, which when Zik was the ceremonial president. When Zik wanted to act as a president of a nation, they call him to the order. Oga, you do not have power to decide or to tell anybody on what to do. Whichever the person that power was invested upon was Tafawa Balewa, the prime minister. Baba, go and do your findings. I am not telling you something I am not 100% sure. That was what makes me and the others to tell you that the Igbo man have never ruled Nigeria, because power has never been invested in his hand. You understand? Igbo man have never ruled Nigeria. Agui ruled Nigeria 7 months as a result of military coup, as a military man. You understand? But being an Igbo man, that was why they killed him. The only and the first and the last Igbo man that rule, of which that power alone that was invested, because of that power, they have to gang up and kill him in Ibadan. which they killed Fajui, a Yoruba man, who pleaded to them to spare his life. They killed the Yoruba man too, Fajui. They killed him and killed Agironsi in Ibadan. As at that time, Agironsi ruled Nigeria only 7 months. Do you hear what I said? Go and do your findings. I am giving you information, a concrete one. Go and do your findings. So when you know what I'm saying, so leave them. That is why the power was given to them by the British. That is why they will tell you their slogan as they are born to rule. You see why, like today, El-Rufai is smoking, challenging. You see them, they will rise up and they are challenging anybody, throwing word at anybody, anyhow, at their wish, at their will. And nothing happened to them, and nobody stand up against them. Do you know the people that always go against them? And that is why they are scared of the Igbos. They are saying it, that their problem are the Igbos, because even that is what the British man said, that when they came to Nigeria, the problem they had are the Igbos. And that was why they are scared of Nnamdi Azikiwe by giving him, handed over power to him. They are scared because Azikiwe was one of the people that do what? That move the emotion of independence. He fought for it. NCNC. And at the same time, Naoro is an Biafran man, Eastern man, who moved the emotion of what? Self-determination. All these people, if you watch it, you will discover, and you agree with me, all these things, these people are what? Are the Biafrans. You see why the British are not happy with the Biafrans. And they don't want to invest power in them because they know that they are scared of them. They know that these people are as wise as they are. We are as wise as the British. So they cannot cheat on us. That is Biafrans. We are as wise as the British. In fact, we are wiser than them. That is why the British is not happy with us. And that is why they are scared of investing power in our hand. Don't you see? He's a Mazen and not a British man. But because he's an Igbo man, do you see them intervene? They did not intervene, and they cannot intervene because they know that that thing that they know, we know it. So it is a politics they are playing. But whether they like it or not, Biafra must stand. Biafra must go. We must rule ourselves.
Last, what you are trying to say that Egbetekun, the police, in your opinion, didn't apprehend?
Oh, no. Whatsoever he said is just a political statement. It's not real.
It's not real.
It's not real. I don't believe it.
Okay.
It's not real.
Okay.
There are people who are what I call, I won't use too much grammar because a lot of people are watching, mothers are watching, grandmothers are watching in the villages. People who out of cowardice and self-hate think that Nigeria somehow can be won. But all of you know that Nigeria is an Islamic country. I'm sure you're aware of that. All of you also understand the intentions of the Fulani. Oh, if you want the presidency, you have to work for it. Tinubu, you must work for it. How is Tinubu working for it? You must condemn anybody who comes out to speak against our people in your forest. That is what they are doing. Some of you don't understand it, but we do. Some of you do not understand what is happening, but we do. And that is why we are here to tell you. The real terrorists in Ashraf, they have dropped them, and now presidency is telling you, you cannot touch them. But these are people killing people in Yoruba forest. No, you cannot touch them. A whole presidency to tell you that every Fulani man is in on this. Their foot soldiers are Miyetti Allah. Have you all forgotten that they gave Miyetti Allah 100 billion? Have you all forgotten? No, typical Nigeria, nigger. Have you all forgotten? So you've forgotten that this so-called presidency, Garba Shehu, gave Miyetti Allah 100 billion to come down to the south to give peanuts to useless monarchs and traditional rulers so that our forests can be taken. Have you all forgotten? Oh, you have. Of course, you're in the zoo. You've forgotten. Did they give 100 billion to any other organization? Did Asorok give 100 billion to any other group? Why would a government give 100 billion to a bunch of terrorists and openly claim that they are stakeholders in the government? That is why government can come out openly without shame to support terrorists in Yoruba forests. Let them come to our land and they will see. They say that all the government of Ondo State and others must draw a boundary. Where, who are the bandits and who are the law-abiding? How can we know? As I'm going there, my phone, when your man all the lizards, all the, you know, now lizard, their stomach is almost on the floor. So we don't know which one has belly ache. How do we know? How can you differentiate between a good headsman and a violent terrorist headsman? How can you know? How can you know? I'm asking you. Miyetti Allah is there, remote controlling all your lives. Look at how they installed, after installing Hope, they installed the idiot George Obiozo. George Obiozo was the man that took Hope to the north to go and introduce him as a politician. The same Uzodinma that George Obiozo, he's an intellectual, as they, you know, he fools. Once they give you a degree, they say you're an intellectual. George Obiozo, before you took Hope Uzodinma to the north, did you know that Hope Uzodinma was doing 419 in Lagos? He was a fraudster doing Yahoo in Lagos. Who doesn't know in Imo State that Hope Uzodinma was a fraudster in Lagos? These are the type of leaders that they imposed on our people. Idiots. And we are there. They have Apex organization. Apex. These are errand boys for the caliphate. That's why BBC is promoting him. That is why they're all promoting. That is what they have always done. Black people are like that. As I told you before, when the British came to stop the eastern advance of the French colonial forces in Benin Republic, in Badagry, basically in Badagry. You know what Britain did? They didn't go to England to go and bring soldiers. They went to Ghana. They recruited Ghanaians, black niggers from Ghana, to come and help them to conquer their fellow niggers in Nigeria. They didn't have to go travel very far. That is why I keep saying that the brain of a black man is his greatest impediment. You see, inside this brain, everything a black man is suffering from is here. Inability to reason. Inability to reason. It is the truth that I must tell you. Some may not like it, but of course I will tell you. You cannot, the presidency is telling, you cannot unilaterally push out headsmen. What are they doing in the bushes? In the forest? And they said this to feed their cattle. Before the white man came, where were you feeding your cattle? Where? What was your cattle eating then? They said it's climate change. Of course, it's a lie. You came from very barren, arid Sahel. No rain in Sahel for centuries. It didn't start today. You were able to keep your cattle, you drink the blood and you drink the milk. That's how you survive. Now, what are you doing in Ondo Forest? Our people cannot see because they are blind. People cannot see because they are blind. But we are here to open your eyes. All of them killing themselves over Jonathan presidency. From the so-called Niger Delta or Yoruba that was dying because of Obasanjo presidency. Where are they today? They are still the ones crying that things are not okay. So you think as an Igbo man, if you're there for 8 years, somehow, miraculously, you will change anything? Hiroshi tried and they killed him. Use your brain. It was meant to be Alex Ekweme after Shagari. Buhari overthrew the government in 1983. Some of you don't know history. Rather than allow an Igbo man to become the president, they did a coup. Some of you need to reason very well. Also, you claim you went to school, you should be able to use your brain. Oh, can you believe it? People who are foolish, they cannot, because of the Nchonche wild chicken change they give you in Abuja. You don't have a house in Abuja because of that. You are going to suffer and die. Check it, they are mad people. You've not seen anything yet. You have not seen anything.
Governor Sule also commended the efforts of security operatives in Nasarawa State, particularly the Commissioner of Police, Shetima Majaro, and other security heads, disclosing that arrests have already been made in the areas in connection with the Benue killings.
Some arrests were even made around the border with Odege, with people holding some AK-47. I think the Commissioner of Police, he came specifically to be able to discuss some of these arrests so that they can share information with the security of other areas.
Governor Sule also announced a donation of 150 million naira to add to ongoing relief efforts in Benue State. Receiving the delegation on behalf of Governor Hyacinth Alia, Benue State Deputy Governor Sam Ode expressed appreciation to Governor Sule for his solidarity and concern during this difficult time. He stressed the need for both states to collaborate closely in tackling the growing insecurity threats.
Your Excellency, the event that took place at Yelwata, almost at the border with Nasarawa, is one that leaves a very bad taste in our mouth, and indeed undermines the good neighborliness that we have shared over the years.
He said it is important that the two neighboring states work together to defeat criminals whose aim is to disrupt the peaceful coexistence between the both states, adding that a change in security strategy is urgently required if Nigeria is to win the war against these criminals who have infiltrated communities across the region. The recent Yelwata attack underscores the urgency for coordinated efforts amongst states and the federal government to restore peace in the North Central region and beyond. He urged his Benue counterpart, Governor Hyacinth Alia, to remain resolute and focus in confronting the security challenges bedeviling the state. He said Nasarawa State will continue to stand by Benue and work towards a lasting solution in the problem.
I also want to call on these criminals to do whatever it is, and avoid this bloodshed, because it continues to bring distrust between people who have lived in peace with one another for a very, very long time.
In 1956, the Hausas